Kia ora everyone, these here are my super quick thoughts and opinions on the LEGO Arkham Asylum set, which has finally had an official reveal. This is a very hotly anticipated release. We've talked about this a few times here on the channel in the past. Set number 76300. This is the first ever LEGO DC adult scaled modular building set. 2,953 pieces in total, with about 16 minifigures there, most of which are exclusive to this set, but just about every character here is a repeat from nearly 20 years of the line's debut. Releasing on the 12th of September this year for the price of $300 USD before tax, it's pretty high up there. For me in NZ, that converts over to $500. Best that we round that up to 550 NZD then, because you never quite know what LEGO's planning. Like I said, this is the first ever LEGO DC modular release, and it's based on Arkham Asylum. I think it's just an amalgamation adaptation as well, so it's borrowing ideas from comics, cartoons, games, etc., not necessarily based on one specific iteration. Now, my early impressions here are that I think it looks like a pretty cool LEGO DC modular building, and it's something that I am interested in. The great news is that at this stage there is currently no gift with purchase tied to this release. That means for those of us who won't be receiving a free set from LEGO, there is no rush for us to go out and grab this. You have the opportunity to just take your time here, save up as long as you want, and buy this when you are comfortable spending that high of a price on an adult's collectible. I'll just cut right to the chase and say that personally, the minifigure selection is what makes this an unappealing day one purchase for me. It's not that the minifigures are bad, because they all appear to be pretty good, but I wanted new characters here. More specifically, I wanted to see some brand new villains, and what I got was a brand new sidekick character and nothing else. So I'm currently more than happy to skip this one for the time being, but still, let's dive in. It is a corner build, so half of the plate there is dedicated to a courtyard. I imagine that's going to be disappointing for some people, because sets like the Daily Bugle or the Avengers Tower, those really do utilize the entire space of their base plates. The Arkham sign here is all individualized letter stickers on a train track piece, which I think is an amazing design detail, and we can see some Joker references as well as some Clayface inclusions, which I find to be very annoying that the team included these. Technically, an extra minifigure with the Joker themed angel statue there, that's pretty cool too, and I believe this image here is showing us some of the cells. It looks like the entire back section here will make up the cell blocks, so the other side there should surely be rooms dedicated to other things. The next floor then appears to seemingly finish the model, and I think it's going to be similar to the X Mansion. You'll get 2 floors essentially, and then maybe some space up in the roof. The assets available on the LEGO newsroom don't really provide a whole lot of answers there. I must assume that these rooms are on the other side. We've got a guard room there with some cameras and resting spots for the guards. Another Clayface reference there too. Again, I wish he was included here as a minifigure. This just feels like really mean teasing. It looks like a counseling room there with Harley Quinn, and I'm not sure if she includes any Dr. Harleen Quinzel appearance options or not, which might be a first for an Arkham Asylum set that includes her as a minifigure. I really like this image here of some of the prisoners walking down the aisles, and there's these 2 images that LEGO provided where the talent's hand is clearly in motion activating something, maybe the doors, but again, this is just what LEGO provided, and I wish it was more clear what's going on there. Then there's a van as well, which has been a staple for the Arkham sets actually. A stretch is included too. Pretty neat role-playing options there available for your collectors. The minifigures are what seems to either seal the deal or sway people away. I'm falling into the latter. I think 2 things can be right at the same time. These minifigures look pretty cool, and it's nice to see some familiar faces remade once more for a modernized approach, but the fact that there are no new villains here is insane if you ask me, especially given the 18+ rating and the high price tag. The LEGO DC fans like myself have been waiting years for LEGO DC to get back on track. This really needed to be a swan song type of release for me, and it just doesn't feel like that. Batman here seems to feature the same usual problems that I always have issues with. I never really like the cowls, and I don't like the generic face prints used for Bruce Wayne. A new thing that I've been truly hating lately is LEGO printing belt pieces on torsos, so that way they can use plain legs and not have to do any leg printing. Seriously, what's going on with the printing factories and LEGO right now? I am very fascinated to know what the truth is behind these cost-cutting techniques. It ultimately makes a cheaper minifigure, and they're exclusively used in very expensive releases. He doesn't look like he belongs in a $500 NZD set if you ask me. It's cool to see those wild capes returning though. It was something that I missed when they originally released. A new Robin is pretty cool. It's using a Damian Wayne appearance, and Batwoman also looks cool. Another figure that I don't currently have in my collection, and she's also using a really cool cape piece too. They all seem very individualized with their different capes. Batwing here is the only brand new named character. He looks pretty cool, I have to admit. I love the wings there, which can be folded out. I think that works really well. And reusing some ideas from the Val Kilmer Batman minifigure. Can you believe this character has more printing than the Batman included in this set? As for the villains, yes, unfortunately we do see a lot of orange jumpsuits there, which everyone did predict would happen. They all also appear to be using the same parts as one another, so LEGO have just reused the same torso and legs pieces at least 5 times over here. Penguin uses smaller legs, but he is using the same torso as the others, so there are 6 minifigures using the orange torso. We'll take a look at the suit figures first. Harley is using the hairpiece from the LEGO Batman movie set, and I think that's a really cool reuse there. A new face print as far as I can tell. Joker looks really slick with his fresh new style too. I don't believe he's ever used that hairpiece before, though it's not new. That hairpiece has been used in plenty of Marvel sets, too many if you ask me. It looks like the same Joker face from previous releases as well, including like the Jack Nicholson appearances. Scarecrow looks pretty interesting. They're going for a more simplified look there, no crazy hat or wild hairpiece. I would have liked to have seen something a bit more specialized here though, maybe a hood piece. He's just a bit too simple for my liking. I think Killer Croc looks great. I wish he wasn't in the jumpsuit. I love the green tone that's being used for his skin there. I think he looks pretty good as a minifigure too. Bane also looks really cool, complete with a Venom tank and a dumbbell. It might be the best Bane face printing that we've seen. And then Penguin looks like your standard Penguin minifigure. The fur coat piece on his jumpsuit jacket is a bit odd. All of these characters seem to feature some interesting accessory that you think wouldn't make it into Arkham, like Harley with her rollerblades for instance. And then as for the others, you've got 4 villains appearing in their classic appearances. Oh man, alright, let's talk about Ivy. I literally said in the videos that I just wanted to see Ivy in the green skin, and here she is, and she looks amazing, easily the standout figure. She's using Glinda's hairpiece from the Wicked sets but coloured in red, which looks like the LEGO Batman movie releases, which was the best Ivy figure until today. Amazing set ideas there. She's perfect. I wish I could get my hands on this figure alone. Mr. Freeze I also really like. He is a repeat though from a junior set, but now he features an oxygen tank, which just helps to make him feel a bit more complete. Catwoman I'm really disappointed with. She's basically the amazing one from the 2020s releases, but instead of reusing the LEGO Batman movie cowl piece, she's got it printed on her face there. It's just not nearly as appealing to me as the last one, but other than that I think she's fine. And then the Riddler here also looks like a standard minifigure release. He's got his hat and his cane, and I would have liked to have seen some hairpiece included with the hat, but otherwise, like I said, it's a standard release. Your 2 guards there seem to be using the same torso and legs and hat pieces, just a different face print there to tell the 2 apart. Really, you needed someone here though to represent some sort of a guard. I just hoped that it would have been Aaron Cash or Jim Gordon, but these figures will do nicely. Overall, I think it's just slightly below my expectations of what I was wanting to see. That's really just because of the high price point and the minifig selection. As for the figure quality, I think that the villains are for the most part really solid. For these figures to have been gone from shelves for so many years now, returning in a set that would cost me 500 NZD, I needed this thing to be amazing. I'm disappointed that we don't have any brand new villains for this scene, and I am in a privileged position where I already have most of these characters in minifig form anyway, so I think I can safely skip this for now and maybe eye up this release for a Black Friday sale next year or something, maybe for triple VIP points. There's still plenty of other sets releasing throughout the year and we'll be sure to cover them here, so until then, thanks very much for watching everyone. Liking this video here and subscribing to the channel does help to support more videos like this one in the future. Ka kite anō, take care, see you all next time.